Good morning, VOD channel. It's me, your host, Martian Boo. Today we're going to play Discard Warlock. Is my list already as funny as possible? I don't think it there's Janalai and Zavis. Not Janalai. What's her name? Yeah, Jeklik. They're pretty funny, but I think they're going to be even funnier once the actual cards come out. So I think I'm going to not bother with them for today. Hey, Jeff. It's quite the emote. Hey, Matthias. Hey, fun. What are we playing? We're playing Discard Warlock. Or Disco, for short.
Dead. You just don't know it yet.
What if? What if coin bargain? Versus me, I've come to bargain. Get it? Me neither. Hey. This is either going to be very funny or very silly. Or both. Don't kill it. Don't kill it. No. Yay. All right, cool. Please don't discard this. Come on. Ooh. Well, that sure was an amount of cards. We'll overdraw some next turn. It'll be fine. Do we run Cho'gall? No. Cho'gall is definitely also a next week card because we're gonna get that location, and wasn't there something else too? I forget. But we're gonna get that location. Oh, I should cut these because of Wicked Whispers. What does everyone else run? Well, I run like target dummies. Maybe I should have killed that. I don't know. Yeah, there are cards with targeted discard coming out, and they're going to be really good as far as like setting up a nasty Cho'gall for like Arena Lock or something. I feel like Cho'gall isn't really a tempo discard card. Well, my opponent is wrecking me. Except that I have this and Soul Barrage, so that's nice. Maybe...
You are not the boss of me. No, don't. It's still good.
Okay, hit something. That's something. Alright, cool. We're still in it. Let the games of most times commence. I'm on the case. I'm on the case. So yeah, Cho'gall costing 8 interferes with expired merchant. And with the new targeted discard cards that are coming out, you can set up a combo with Cho'gall. So you can like discard stage 3 of Astalor and Bran, for example. And then just like, you know, play Cho'gall. You could do the same thing with like Alex and just like do 18 damage from hand or something. So I feel like that's what we're doing with the Cho'gall stuff. I'm gonna overdraw. That's my plan. Oh. Please discard the Bone Web Egg. Unlucky. Unlucky. Tiny Knight gets so big. Alright, I think I don't like these, and I might not like Kobold Librarian. I think I'll keep in the Librarian. Maybe I'll cut Fellstalker and the Scourge Supplies. Do I have 2 Scourge Supplies in? Maybe I'll just cut them both for dummies. Should I keep just one? How dare you do that? So rude. Actually, so rude.
I'm almost out of cards.
All right. Do we lose? Maybe. Feel like we might have lost. We have a lot of Soul Barrage in hand. Kind of funny, like we've stacked so many Soul Barrage and like it's not nearly as good as it used to be. Like with Cataclysm. Like before, having 4 Soul Barrage in hand meant that you got to discard them all and ruin them. Discard mirror is just what you're missing. So true. I'm out of cards. Alright, I think I may have lost the video game, not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I think we may have, in fact, lost the video game. Can't believe they buffed Tiny Knight. It does seem a little funny, doesn't it? Alright, so what I'm gonna do is probably play this and that. Minimize cards in hand. Try to discard these and that. That didn't hit the Tiny Knight. That didn't hit any Soul Barrages. Alright, we lose. I don't think they're gonna ban Tiny Knight. Okay, so it's a wild card, right? If they were gonna change him, they just nerf him. I know that. I guess like Wally's in Twist is what you mean. Or should I run 2 Fellstalkers? How about that? Let me just like re-review these discard cards. Lion Band Doctolite. Thank you so much for the 21 months, Lion. I appreciate you. How are you? How are you doing? This sounds funny. Well, let's try it out. Quest. Doomguard. Doomguard interferes with Expired Merchant. Hey, Ryan Ramirez. Look at a dancing dino. Look at it go. Look at it do it. Look at it get there. Let's see, what interesting things are there to say? Yesterday, I saw one of my buddies for the first time in a long time. Me and my 2 local buddies met him at one of my local buddies' friend's house. And we were not prepared to hang out. Like we were like, hey, let's all meet, and nobody like thought, you know, what are we gonna do when we meet? So like we didn't prepare a board game, we didn't prepare an activity of any kind, and so when we got there, we were kind of like scrambling to think of something, and so we decided to play Smash Brothers. But the friend's house that we were at, his son was using the Switch. So we couldn't use his Switch. My buddy from out of town brought his Switch and his dock, so we got to play in the other room, but we didn't have any controllers. So I don't know if you guys have ever played with a Switch before. Looks like this. And you can actually like take this little controller off on the side. We were all playing with these things. You're like, have you ever tried to play Smash Brothers with a single like Joy-Con? It's awful. But we were all using a Joy-Con, so it was an even playing field. But yeah, Smash Brothers with a single Joy-Con is an interesting experience. Alright. Is this a good hand against Rogue? I feel like Dummy Merchant is good to keep together, but is this the card I want to keep? Maybe? If we end up drawing Dark Bargain, I'm going to be sad. Blarg. Alright, well, it's all over. I'm glad I didn't keep the Silver Oracle, and I'll say that much. I think Dummy was a bit of a dummy keep, if you know what I mean. If you feel me. Kingsbane. Kingsbane. Well, this is going to be one of the plays of all time. 55 rank, not used to seeing me there, huh? Wait. Maybe it's one of the taps of all time. All right, there you go. Now we win. I'm gonna cut this after this game, I think. That's clunky. That's clunky, chat. Alright. Those aren't the cards I wanted to discard. It's all going according to plan, chat. Can I give you advice? I can. I won't, but I can. No, just kidding. Depending on what advice you need. Lay it on me. Cho'gall just bad? It just, I don't think it's bad. I think it's gonna be interesting. It's just not a tempo discard card. I'm gonna be answering that question a lot this stream, aren't I? So for tempo discard, you can't play anything that costs 5 or more. Because Expired Merchant wants to hit Soul Barrage. And Hand of Gul'dan. Not Dark Bargain. Am I going to play Cthulhu Shadowwalk? Probably at some point. I know you just like the League of Explorers signatures, but what are your thoughts on the Patches signature? My friend, group, and I really dislike it, to be honest. So my problem with the League of Explorers signatures isn't that the art is bad. It's that the art style is so jarring compared to everything else in Hearthstone. Not that I think the art is good, but like it's not about that. And for the patches, one, it's pretty awkward. It's pretty weird art. But that's funny. So I think it looks funny. I actually like. It's one of the few that I actually want. So I want the old gods. I want patches, and I want like Kazakus. And then if I had all of those, I don't think I'd really care about anything else. Chat, I feel like I may have lost the video game. Oh, is that Blade Flurry number 2? Alright, I have a chance. So you're telling me there's a chance. We need to find Walking Dead. That's not Walking Dead. That's not Walking Dead. Well, at least I can do this, I guess. Wow. Look how funny that was. Cho'gall, more like no-gall, am I right? But yeah, so with Cho'gall, it's just he's not a tempo discard card, he's a combo card. We're gonna use the new discard cards that are coming out with this set, and we're going to we're gonna set up a nasty Cho'gall with it. We're not gonna just like run it in this. You hope the new Reno Dragon is good? I think it's gonna be like good enough. I think the problem is like it's good enough for the list. Like it's a card that you're happy to play in the context of current Reno Priest. The issue is you have two other 7-drops that are better. So like Behemoth is one of the best cards in the deck. You literally never cut it. Aman'Thul is really, really strong on 7, so you want to play Aman'Thul. So how many 7-drops do you actually want in a Raza Priest? If it's 3, then, you know, if 3 is fine, then look how big it's gonna get. Then you always run the dragon. I think it's the 3rd best one. But if 3 is too many, then you have to like cut Aman'Thul to fit it, which I don't think Aman'Thul is worse than the new dragon. So I wouldn't expect that to happen. Cold storage my tiny knight, huh? Seems a little rude.
You are not the boss of me.
I don't know. There's a very real chance that I wasn't supposed to trade there. Will I try out Twist? Hopefully I'm going to mostly play Twist all month. But, like, it has to be good. And I don't know if it's going to be good or not. Poop. Yay. Okay, it's not that it has to be good. It's that people have to play it, you know. I know that for me, this Twist format is going to be lit. I think this Twist format's going to be super fun. But I'm not going to wait 10-minute queues to play it, you know what I mean? So, like, if people are playing it, I'm going to be in Twist. But, was I going to make a change? No. But if it's super long queue times, we'll probably play mostly wild. I'll start spreading the Martian quitting wild rumors now. Got it. Yep, very good. Any old rework card give outs. What does it mean?
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet.
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet, chat. Come on. Well, if we top deck the other target tummy, this hand is disgusting. Hope it's not good because I don't have cards for it and I don't want to spend money to get them. So you want me to have a bad time? I would love to play Twist, but don't have any of the cards, Sag. I hope they add like a subscription to play it, not the 3K gold decks of the past. It's not what you said. It is. You said you hope it's not good. It's exactly what you said. What do you? Do you think the aggro deck is better than the Quest Giant Warlock? That's #3. You guys have ruined me. I'm a ridiculous person now. Oh no. Oh no. Don't hit Tiny Knight. Thank you, I guess. You like the subscription idea? Okay, so I think the battle ready decks are a good idea, to be honest. I think that's like actually a really good solution. They just need to like give battle ready decks that are worth having, you know what I mean? Like the battle ready decks for last time were like they didn't like I understand like they didn't want to put core cards into the battle ready decks because they want you to get your value. Um but like those things need to be battle ready. You need to be able to queue them up. So like we can't have Jerry Rig Springer, Jerry Rig Carpenter, whatever, um, with no choose one cards in the deck. You know, you can't release it that way. um, but also like there needs to be at least a cheap option. You know, like they were too expensive. They should be mini set. Like there should at the bare minimum be a battle ready deck that costs as much as a mini set. It'd be nice if there was one that cost less too. Um, but having them all be like as expensive as they were, I think was a mistake. Battle almost ready decks, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, poop. Does this deck need like more things that discard in it? Should I put in like the other Fellstalker and or the Librarian, I guess? I could cut the Kobolds. I feel like the Kobold, I don't want that much stuff messing with my Wicked Whispers, right? Cataclysm too expensive. At 5, you never run it. Everything that costs 5 or more has to be something that values being discarded. I lose.
You haven't heard the last of me.
Doomguard, my dude. Chat. You don't want to discard Doomguard. That said, would I be sad if I had 2 Doomguards in my hand? What if I like Doomguard? It's a bad idea. I shouldn't do it. I know it's a bad idea. Because you want this to hit specific things. You don't want it to hit Doomguard. However, Doomguard. You know what I mean? I know you guys know what you mean. What I mean. You're messing with me right now. Getting in my head, chat. Making me do things I know aren't good. Play Doomguard first, easy. Well, I can't do that if I'm playing Expired Merchant too. Well, there's nothing else interesting in this hand, or in this whatever it is. Is it ever worth? You'll sub for Doomguard? Is it worth ruining my deck for a sub? Is this the right card, actually? Thank you for the 13 months start, Swirly. I appreciate you. All right. You know what? I'll give you 1 game of Doomguards. But then I'm gonna try to like fix it. I'll sub for a wait. That's what's up. If you would not ruin your deck for a sub, what about almost got me. Goomdard. Yep.
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet.
Hmm? Give me the other one of these. For the funny. Is this the Warlock deck of all time? It is. Absolutely. Yep. Still good-ish, right?
You are not the boss of me.
I was just gotta sit there in my hand for upwards of 10,000 years. Not helping me. And certain capybara. What a name. Broken. Absolutely broken. Absolutely broken. Insane draw? Yeah, it was pretty good, huh? Pretty good. This is the greatest Solarium I've ever seen this stream. Yep. Yep. I'm right there with you. We're so back. Yeah, you know why this is really worse than Cataclysm? It's worse for several reasons, but I think after having played this a few times, the big reason that it's worse is if your opponent doesn't have anything out, you can't play it. Here it's going to be phenomenal, though. Here it's going to be like, oh. Yay. All right. Well, see you later, Doom Guards. You were too good for this world. I had an idea of what else I was going to put in, and now I've lost it. Was it a discard card? Oh, yeah. It was Lakari's Potato Hound. Where is he at? It's beautiful. Sorry, it starts early. I like Doom Guards too. I just, like I want to play the good version of the deck. There goes your hero. I'm sorry.
Tamsin versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine.
Your soul shall be mine.
Just don't know it yet.
Also, I'll show you a soul. A soul that's mine. That's a Fellhound. There it is in all its glory. Imagine if this was highest. Oh, I could run Matron. Should I just put Matrons in here? Don't know. This one? No. No. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Dark Bargain is an essential card? Yeah. Maybe Fellhound should be a one of, and I should put in the other Stalker. Uh-oh. Chat, we have a problem. Uh-oh. Chat, we have a very serious issue. We have a Marshy lose level issue. Top deck the bargain. Alright. One day we'll figure this out. What if... Now hear me out. What if some stuff? Alright, now it's perfect. Hello, first time caught your stream. Why is Target Dummy in this deck? It goes well with Wicked Whispers.
Thompson versus Cyrilla.
I must not falter. You're already dead.
What if we add the guy that already built a good list and ask him for it? Wow. Your actual first time to the Martian stream. Welcome. Welcome, new person. No one who's ever been to my stream before would say that to me. How does Questlock feel? It's okay. Which one of these do I want? Tamsin enjoys Doritos. Imagine how bad the discard quest is that it's not even played in Discard Warlock. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It's not an effect that this deck wants, and it's not like it's not like well costed for what it does either. You know, so it's like if you completed the quest and then the portal just went on the field, I think, you know, it might see play, but it's too much to ask a deck like this to do.
You are not the boss of me.
Would Cho'gall fit this deck? No. I expect to answer that question many times, but with tempo discard Warlock, with tempo discard Warlock, you don't want anything in your deck that costs 5 or more that doesn't want to be discarded. So like that's why Doom Guards aren't in here. We want our expired merchant to always hit Soul Barrage or Hand of Gul'dan if Soul Barrage or Hand of Gul'dan are in my hand. Cho'gall is much more a Reno Lock type of card, where you use things like the new location and I think there was another new card too. Anyways, like you can use like expired merchant and the new location in like a Reno Lock and pick and choose specifically what you want to discard with it, so that later on in the game you can play the Cho'gall and have like Bran Alexstrasza or something like that and just kill the opponent with a combo. You know, it's a combo card. It's not a tempo discard card. There you go. So, this is going to be like the first game of the video. So, like, I figure it was a good time to answer that question for the last time. Marshy is doing the opponent dirty again? Yeah. Thank you for the answer. I got you. I'm out of coffee chat.
Thompson versus Hamul.
Death is nature's way.
Dead. You just don't know it yet.
Any 5 mana or highest card needs to either be insane when played to be reduced. No, it just specifically needs to want to be discarded. Maybe if there was something that was like, I can't think of it. I can't think of what it, like, I can't think of a card they would print that doesn't specifically want to be discarded that would cost 5 or more that I would play. Because like Doomguard is really good. It's a really good card. But I don't play it because it'll get discarded with Expired Merchant and prevent me from winning. Ba-dum-bum. Dirty Rat protection? Oh yeah, perfect. But you had 2 Doomguards back. But then I've played a 2-mana 2/1. That's 2. That's not tempo. That's not tempo at all. Need 2 Hand of Gul'dan, I think is enough. What would I put in instead? I'm assuming you mean 1 is enough. What goes in instead? What amazing card is like waiting in the wings, ready to, you know, take the world by storm? Do I play this? Next turn if I get Bargain, I could play it alongside Bargain, so I guess I won't. Watch them buff Doomguard to 4 mana, they should do it. Alright, I'm actually just going to change my stream title.
What is taking so long?
Alright, if you have any Cho'gall questions, I will refer you to my stream title.
What is taking so long?
What's taking so long? Nobody knows. Me losing is taking so long.
No, don't. It's still good.
I made a full discard Warlock with a full-on funny discard cards like Jacklick, Deathwing, Lanathel, Soul Warden, etc. It's not really good, but I have so much fun with it. Finally, with Cho'gall and location, I can add 2 cards to it. Yay! You know what? That's really cool. And that sounds like a if you build your deck to go that late, that actually sounds like a good spot for thing.
You are not the boss of me.
We lose.
You have
Good spot for Cho'gall. Pound it, Trudamonium. One moment. I'm back. Thank you, Snake. Thank you.
Thompson versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
You're already dead.
Marshy has to turn off the camera because the human form wears off. That's true, actually. Is this rather tempo than a zoo type deck, or would you say both? I think that they're fairly synonymous.
I see you brought guests.
Greedy or... I'll be greedy. If they have Twin Flame, I'll just uninstall. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. That Shriek card, is that enemy minions or is it the whole board? Maybe it doesn't matter. Messes with Wicked Whispers. All minions? Alright, it's out. Bask in my radiance. Because maybe you like don't want a 4-cost in here either. I just feel like we need more cards that discard stuff. Having too many 2s means... Oh! There's a 3! Alright, there's a 3. I remember there's a 3. We can sub out Lakari Fellhound for the other, like, similarly bad Drakari Chumbo. Wow. Well. What's in here? Everything in my hand is worth discarding, and I'd really like to discard this. I mean, it's never Flame Ward. But I guess if it is Flame Ward, I want this to live more than I want that. I don't know. Okay. Dire Troll, yeah. Would Dark Bomb help find discard cards? Wait, are you a smart cookie? Are you just the smartest cookie? I think that idea is brilliant. Goodbye, target dummy. Hey, Martian Man, how has Discard Lock with new Tiny Knight been so far? I think it's good. I think it's a good thing. I think I'm up against Quest Mage. So that's always nice. You love that as a Marshy fan. You can get rid of that just because I don't want them to bounce it. Nothing I do matters at this point. Hooray. It's my opponent's game. We're just in it. We're just chilling in it. Leave me alone. Don't you think Blizzard naming every other card Potato or Chumbo is really confusing for new players? Yeah, well, I don't care about new players. That's fine. I have a lot of stats on board. I can't lie. I can lie, I choose not to. Please don't have any more ice blocks. Or board freezes. Ping right in the face there for me. Straight to the dome. It's been 40 years since my opponent didn't play an ice block. Alright, well, on today's episode of All That Certainly Matters, All That Certainly Matters. I want a dark bargain, is all, to remove stuff so that this will go face in Magic Land where they don't have any stuff. Reno Priest today? No, we're playing Disco today. I'm definitely not playing Reno Priest until the Funny Dragon comes out. I'll say that much. Not all my stuff. Man wakes up and says, I'm gonna learn Hearthstone today. It will be great, but watches Martius Chumbus Potatoes and thinks half of the cards are potato, other half is Chumbus. Yep. That's my legacy. What are the odds of this hitting? Like, I forget how this works with immune. Does this have a 50% chance to go face still? Alright, good. Doesn't answer the question for sure, but at least it protected my Tiny Knight. I guess we haven't seen a duplicate yet. No, we've seen 2 ice blocks, never mind. It should be able to go face. I think it can. I think it can. Please, Frost Nova. No. Stop. Leave me alone. No. Alright, well, there's bargain. I've come to bargain. I'm doing it that way because I want this to, like, be able to kill them. You know what I mean? If they have 6 armor, then, like, there's a real chance that whatever they put out can block for them. How is it turn 10 and this quest isn't completed? That's what I want to know. How did that happen? Which of you did it? Who did it? Blar 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 blah bored. So bored. Boardy boardy bored. Boardy boardy bored.
Don't think too hard. You'll hurt yourself.
No!
You haven't heard the last of me.
Oh, no. I refuse. Look at it. What did this used to be? Oh, Shadow Bomb. Shadow Bomb's such a cute idea. It's just like, I don't want to spend 2 mana of my turn killing a minion, right? So Maybe I won't, but I still think it's a cool idea. There isn't a list on Discord, but there is on my YouTube, True to Money. I did a video where I talked about all the changes, and I had like a visual per class.
Uther, I will fight with honor.
Marshy does the hustle. Yep, that's how I do.
Don't know it yet.
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet. Boop.
You are not the boss of me.
All right, mech paladin, maybe. What is this? What is this, chat? Tell me. It is mech paladin. Look at that. Next turn we go boop boop. This hits something and we win. No Hyrie grants me wings, sad. Soon. Soon. Soon.
Hurry up. Portals online.
Oh my. Oh my, chat. Isn't that just something?
Move quickly. Converting stored.
Target dummy at the top, that'd be nice. Oh! Don't mind if I do. Hey! Alright, you know, like I'm not gonna be too upset. Alright. I'm not gonna be too upset that it missed the only okay, well now I can't be upset about anything we win. Great. But you were supposed to hit the fist. What are you doing? I bet you I could fit like a dozen of these games into the video, and it would still be one of my shorter videos. Didn't win hard enough, I know. It's brutal.
Tamsin versus Fireheart.
Unleash the
Remind me,
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet.
this wasn't the, oh, they're playing shaman, never mind.
You are not the boss of me.
Hey, collateral fish. We can't say the buffs didn't shake the format. I was never gonna say that the buffs didn't have an impact. My problem with the buffs is that like 90% of them, 95% of them were not made with wild in mind, you know.
Wanna bite? You are not the boss of me.
Wow, that is a lot of damage on turn 3, huh? We really out here running Dire Troll? Yeah, I feel like the deck needs more things to discard stuff. Like the first few games, I was running out of ways to discard my cards. Like being able to discard your whole hand with a card, like we could with Cataclysm and Tome Tampering, you know, that was significant. Alright, thank goodness. Ooh. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Oh no. Oh no. Are we getting wrecked? Wait. Oh, that was hand again. For a second, I thought that we discarded this. All right. It turns out that I was the silly one, and that's okay. Just run Deathwing, yeah. But anyway, so this felt like the next best thing because I don't want to run too many twos because it messes with our ability to hit Bonewood Egg with Wicked Whispers, and yeah.
My hand is full.
Trying to get stuff out of my hand. We do have important stuff left, I think. So maybe I'll chill. The new location is going to be really good, yeah. The new location is going to be huge. Is Cataclysm 2 doo-doo now? As soon as it went to 5, it was a hard pass. Yeah, it does. They didn't even need to change the effect. It's just unplayable at 5 because it conflicts with Expired Merchant. Hey, lady. Jeklik or Zavis good for this? I feel like with the location, they might be. But for now, they are not, is my big opinion. Alright, now we do the thing.
Who stole all my cards?
Um, like, do you guys believe? Who believes? Always lethal? Alright, fair enough. Always lethal. Alright, you know what, chat? You know what? When you're right, okay? When you're right. It's perfect. Oh, coffee. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna get more stuff. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hello. Oh my goodness. Chat, so many people get my Marble Snap joke. I made a I don't know if any of you guys play Marble Snap, but I made this joke today. So it's oh no, you can't see it. It's actually a nerf. Now it dies to Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi is like the big game hunter of Marvel Snap. And whenever things get buffed there, Marvel Snap players are like, it's actually a nerf because Shang-Chi hits it now. Like, I got a bunch of likes despite being a Snap joke. So, there you go. Excellent meme, thank you.
Tamsin!
You asked for it.
Dice to light burns, yeah. Unplayable.
Don't know it yet.
Absolutely unplayable. Why are there so many mages today? Also, am I supposed to keep Expired Merchant? Hopefully we top deck something that likes to be discarded, because target dummy Soulfire or something to discard on one seems alright. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh. I don't want to target dummy Soulfire, discard Soulfire. Brutal. The changed cards can't be crafted this week. I don't know that that's true. I think you don't have the vision. Remind me after this game and I'll explore that.
You can count on me. I'm certified.
You are not the boss of me. It's still good.
Did Cruel ever see play during Mean Streets? No, it was bad. Not necessarily because of the effect. It was bad because
Wanna bite?
it was bad because there wasn't anything to summon. It had like Mal'Ganis, Voidcaller, Doomguard, and that was it. So like effects like that didn't really take off until we got Voidlord. You wonder why they didn't lower the mana? Yeah, I'm. Just between you and me, I cut out an entire segment about Cruel from my review video. I was like, this is just way more negative than I want to be. Like, what happened is Warlock is one of the last classes. I go with the classes in alphabetical order. And by the time I got to Warlock, like, it hadn't hit me before I did the review just how little the set was designed for Wild. You know, like so many of the cards are balanced in a way that doesn't make sense for Standard. So like it's definitely not a Wild set. You know, like there's like, you know, stuff like Dark Bargain. You know, there are a few gems that are like really good in Wild. You know, I've had a lot of fun this week with like Acid Maw and Dreadscale. You know, like there's a good handful of stuff. But I think with today's Disco Warlock stream, I've actually run out. Like it, there's really only a handful of things that are actually wild relevant in the set, and they are significantly relevant. So like, you know, like they matter, but most of the set is not designed with wild in mind. And like I understood that going into the review, but like by the time I got to Warlock, it just hadn't hit me just how much that was true. You know, like it was like, wow, almost none of this is like relevant. Everything felt weak. All the buffs felt super conservative. And so like, because it was just hitting me, I was a little irked by the time I got to Warlock. Just a little bit. I was just a little bit like, it was starting to kind of wear on me a little bit. Which is only the case because I was told that we were getting a wild upgrade, you know. In a vacuum, I don't mind that things aren't designed for wild, but I was told this was going to be a wild thing like half a year ago. We all were. I'm not trying to start another venting session. I just because I'm really like, I'm having fun. I'm fine with it at this point. I was just like, it hit me while I was doing the review. I was just like, I was analyzing each card by card, and you know, like after an hour and a half of doing that, of like staring at these cards that were supposed to be a wild set and they weren't for wild, by the time I got to Warlock, I was just like sad. And like Cruel in particular is a card that is for an archetype that's very near and dear to my heart, and I've always wanted it to be better than it is. And to have like a buff, you know, like I'd rather them not even, you know, like with Solia, they didn't even buff Solia. You know, like I'd rather that happen with Cruel than to be like, it's the buff you wanted, right? Give him some attack. If I like, that's me just being like negative and annoying, right? That like, that's why I cut it out. You know, I was talking about how like, if I'm allowed to be as negative as I want to be for a moment, you know, this buff in particular makes me sad, and I like, you know, said some of the stuff that I had just been saying. And then when I went back to editing, I like accepted it, like I'd calmed down or whatever. And I was like, this is more negative. Like I want to talk about what? Isn't that bad news? Oh, I guess they have to. They're gonna lose. So I wanted to talk about how hyped I was for the set, you know, because like, even though this isn't the wild set that we were told we were getting, you know, like it's not the wild update that we were expecting. You know, it's still really cool, and Twist is really cool, and wow, it feels good to win. And Twist is really cool, so I wanted to be hyped, but like, so when I got to that section in the review, I was like, this isn't how I want to talk. So I cut out like 2/3 of my Cruel discussion from my review video because I was like, this is more negative than I want to be right now. So it's my story about that. Wasn't the other order guaranteed lethal? Was that not guaranteed lethal? I wasn't really thinking about it. You're just happy you don't have to see Spreading Plague in Twist? Even for Twist, Kroll doesn't even seem like it was redesigned by the same... yeah, oh, I didn't actually circle back to that, actually, now that I think about it. Like, we didn't get any more demons worth summoning, did we? Because that's what it really needed. It still just needed more demons to summon. I always get scared whenever I read the second half of your name. Oh, because of Boo. Yeah. You're hoping for some Frozen Throne buffs? Well, they didn't. I mean, they'll do that the next time they do one of these. We want the boo cut of the card review. We want to see the rant. Well, there you go. How long is the new Twist season? A few months, and they are making a new mini set for that. I don't know. I was thinking like I was thinking of putting like a. I have a tweet idea of like putting Solia and Justicar on, and like surely we get these buffs in the mini set. So maybe I'll do that. What's with all the mage today? Why won't they leave me alone, chat? That's what I want to know. Pound it, pull on. Do you think Reno, even Odin Warrior, is still good after the patch? I think it's still fine. I almost played regular Even Warrior today. I've been having fun playing that off stream. Did I ever watch DBZ Abridged? I did. And I hated every second of it. No, just kidding. It was funny. I liked it. I'm so frustrated with Warlock Demons because since Ashes, we mostly got Imps. Where my big dudes are. I want Manaroth, Xavius, Archimon, Kil'jaeden, and sadly big demons I give into Demon Hunter now. Yeah. Preach. As the kids say. I feel like if I play this, my Tiny Knight always lives, and if I don't, it frequently loses. So, like, that was not a good greed play, but I think it was the right play? Maybe? Who is Evan and why does he make so many warrior decks? Good question. What's your favorite 80s band? Queen? Queen was 80s, right? Formed in London in 1970. Unlucky. Gosh, I don't know that I even have one. I don't know that I even have one. I fished the 3 mana deal 2 to 2 mana and Twin Emperor to 6 for even Cthulhu decks. I fished that too. I fished that too. Does Billy Joel count as 80s? I don't know. Hey, Waluigi. My dad, okay, so there was this Jirachi back in ancient times in Pokemon TCG, and it had this useful ability. It was called Make a Wish. And it's like while it was active, you could like look at the top few cards of your deck and pick one. No, that's not Make a Wish Jirachi. I take it back. Make a Wish Jirachi was for 1 energy, you could search your deck for a Pokemon that evolves from one of your Pokemon in play and put it on that Pokemon. So it was really good for setup decks. My dad used to say bake a fish. So saying fish when you were supposed to say wish. Something I'm familiar with. Renee turned the explicit filter off on my Spotify, and like we were listening to some of the songs like Bad Romance, and I was like, wait, I want to hear Bad Romance. Aw, you couldn't have discarded this one? Brutal. Maybe I'll experiment with the maybe I'll experiment with having the explicit filter off. But then you hit songs like that one. How am I? I'm amazing. How are you? Bad Romance is a good song. I agree.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Soulfire Lethal. Good deal. Player skill abundance, thank you. Do you think it would be possible to take diamond cards from mercenaries and add them as a regular? For example, Queen Ajara uses some card art in mercenaries and is diamond and animated. I really wish they could make her diamond variant in normal as well. Yeah, I mean, they could share cosmetics from other modes, easy peasy, if they wanted to. Just not something they're prioritizing. Have you seen how super rare the signature cards are? Well, he got them out of wild packs, right? Aren't they going to be better out of their own packs? Ooh, this is going to be juicy. This is going to be juicy, chat. Mark. Look at all my tempos. Look at all my tempos, chat. We're getting there. I just kind of wish this wasn't in my hand. Be nice to hit this.
No, don't. It's still good.
There's Tiny Knight. There is, in fact, the Tiny Knight of evil. Wild packs should only have Caverns of Time signatures right now because they exclude standard cards, right? So odds should be the same. Oh, well, there you go. Should we rip a bunch of wild packs right now? I'm not gonna. If there was like a bundle, I might consider it, but I'm not gonna like rip a bunch of. I'm not gonna rip a bunch of. I guess it's still this one, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna rip a bunch of wild packs at like raw value for the chance of getting a League of Explorers signature. Yeah, like the League of Explorers signatures are such a nice safeguard. It like really deflates the temptation to go silly Billy with it. Like it, yeah, like I'm definitely not gonna get anything that isn't a really good deal. Because if I like get a bunch of packs for signatures and the signature I roll is one of those awful looking League of Explorers signatures, I'm uninstalling. Does feel like a punishment for owning all the wild cards already. No incentive to open packs besides fishing for signatures. Well, okay, so the way I look at it is with the new set, you actually don't have to open that many packs to get all the cards, right? Like, you don't actually have to buy that many Caverns packs to complete the set. because you already have so much duplicate protection. I'm just like, the fact that there's no pre-orders worries me as far as bundles are concerned, because I don't want to, like, I really don't want to buy packs at raw value. I haven't done it in years at this point. I think I did it a bit for Scholomance. I maybe remember. But I definitely haven't done it since. You can get Don Honcho. Well, the Don Honcho actually looks sick, though. The Don Honcho looks sick. Pound it, Buggy Man. Are you hyped to buy the Diamond Murazon card bundled with a wild signature and a Festival of Legends signature for $100, Marchie? You know, if they don't bundle it with a non-twist signature, which I think they wouldn't do. Like, I understand that they did that for Titans, but I think they wouldn't have a twist signature bundled with a card that you couldn't play in twist, you know? So, I mean, like, if we got the same bundle where it's like 2 signatures plus the diamond, but they were both twist signatures, I think I'd actually be into it. All right, what's we got? What's we got? It's not great. It's not great, chat. You love the signatures for Deathlord and Acolyte of Pain, though. All of the non-legendary ones look incredible. I want all of those ones. I'm really, really hoping that those signatures aren't locked behind 12 wins in the Tavern Brawl. I'm like really hoping it's not like we have to get 12 wins in the Tavern Brawl to get the signatures, because that would be really sad. But we'll wait and see. Some of them are from the event. Yeah.
No, don't. It's still good.
Well, unlucky. $9.8 on turn 2, not bad. I know, right? Look at it go. Look at it do it. The Kazakus signature is also gas. Too bad that card is unplayable nowadays. If I pull it, I'm never not including it in a Raza deck again. I've finally gotten to the point where I just kind of like don't include it anymore, but like the signature looks hot. Yeah, it's very sexy. I'm into it. So I will definitely always and forever be playing with Kazakus signature if I pull it. Literally everything in my hand wants to be discarded. So, very good. This one. All right. Are we dead? Martian sports fedoras. The thing is, like, I really like Kazakus as a card. You know, like the card looks amazing. So like he has fallen off a bit, and you know, like it would have been cool if like they took this opportunity to buff some of his potions or something, make him a little better for today's wild. But he's not so bad that like You know, like Solia and Cruel and I guess just those two are like so bad that you really have to force it to play him. Whereas Kazakus is just kind of a little bit fallen off. I'm stupid. I'm stupid, chat. May Marcy dummy dum dums. Unlucky. Make him 3 mana so you can play him with Barons, Kazakus. Yeah, make him 3 mana and then having his potions go like 1, 4, 8. That's cool. I'd be into it. Also, make Barons Kazakus not have his restriction. How about that? Did they miss lethal? Didn't matter, but did they miss lethal?
You haven't heard the last of me.
4 mana Justicar would have been cool, yeah. Kazakus looks like an S tier card compared to some of the memes I run, yeah. It's like Omega lethal.
Tamsin versus Urel.
Light, guide my hand.
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet.
Memnarch. Memnarch, you say? I feel like if people are allowed to like text me in game while I'm offline, I should be able to text them back without going to my BattleNet client. Because like, if I go here,
Repair in progress.
never mind. Sick. All right, I take it all back. They changed it. So anyways, yeah, I'm appearing offline and they can talk to me. And it up until literally just this one time, I've had to exit the client. Not like I've had to go to the BattleNet client to text back. When I try to type back, it'll be like, you actually can't message people while you're offline. I'm like, well, they can message me while I'm offline because they're doing it from the BattleNet client. So like, it not only is it like, well, I'm offline for a reason, but in order for me to like not be rude, I have to like inconvenience myself by going outside the app. But you know what? That makes it a lot better. That makes it much better. That aw, really? Makes it a lot better that I can just text back in the client. Any interest in trying the new Battleground season on or off stream? You know what? These days, I feel like Battlegrounds has just become so involved that like I feel a little overwhelmed to learn it. And like from when Battlegrounds came out until Ashes, my main mode was Battlegrounds. So like I like Battlegrounds. I know that I enjoy the gameplay. But it's like it's not nearly as simple as it used to be. So like as far as like getting into it, it takes me a little bit more effort. So it's daunting is all. Is discard Warlock good? I think so. How does Marshy feel about that? He doesn't know. Are you kidding me? No! You're supposed to do that. Brutal. Brutal for the Marshy fans. They should have made a Doomguard of 4 mana 5/6. Yeah, for sure. Even though the set is intended for twist and manages to shake up the wild meta, it's a good thing. Standard sets are designed for standard, and there's always at least this much. Like the idea of thinking that like a twist set was going to have no impact on wild is a little silly. The issue isn't that it was going to have no impact. The issue is that it wasn't going to have the expected impact.
Wanna bite?
Neat. That thing.
Reporting for duty.
Like we're used to 90% of a set not being relevant to wild. You know, like that's not new. It's just when we heard wild exclusive set, we thought it was going to be a wild, like when we heard big wild update, the biggest thing to happen to wild since including wild's inception. We weren't expecting another set designed for a non-wild mode, you know what I mean? Like that. So like it was always going to shake up the wild meta. When other modes get new cards designed for them that you can play in wild, some of it, 100% of the time, some of it has always been relevant in wild. So that's not the issue.
Is taking so long.
I do think this is probably just the first twist set. They would probably do one for each year. I hope so. Like I think it's a really cool idea. I would have zero negative things to say about this set at all if I wasn't given the expectation that it was going to be a wild content. You know what I mean? Like if I wasn't told huge wild update and then received this affects wild in the same way that a standard set affects wild. Like that's all. If I was told, really cool wild adjacent content, or like stuff that someone who likes wild is probably gonna like, like that, or just like after we got twist, we have a twist set coming. Like if my expectations were set for what I was going to receive, then I wouldn't be having any negative reaction whatsoever. I was told biggest thing to happen to wild since wild's inception, and I don't know, or including the creation of wild. That's all. And like I don't even want to harp on it that much is all. Like I feel like yeah. So like I guess what I'm being defensive about is like there's this people keep saying like it still has an effect on wild even though it wasn't intended for wild. And it's like I looked at the cards and immediately spotted the ones that were going to have an effect on wild. Yeah, there's like the discard stuff, the Flurgle Toxfin for Hunter. Like you look at that stuff and you're like, oh, that's going to be cool for wild, but it's like a handful of things. The set was big, it had like 100 and something odd buffs, and there were like 5 or 6 of those cards were wild relevant, and everything else was like this +1 attack on the combo thing. Like this is the set to me. The average card was this. So like when most cards are this for the set that I was expecting to be the biggest thing to happen to wild, including its creation, that's why this set is a bummer, because my expectations were set for something that it wasn't going to be. But like the buffs are all really cool. There's so much fun stuff to play with, and like twist is gonna be amazing. And like if you take this for what it is and not what we were told it's going to be, nothing negative to say about it whatsoever. It's really cool. I'm excited to like I'm nothing but excited to play with the new buffs. I really like the idea of buffing cards even if you don't expect them to be meta players, because like it's exciting to play with new things. I'm not going to go out and try Shadow Pan Potato, whatever that card was, because that's like it was it was moved from like tier 40 unplayable to tier 40.5 unplayable. Like it just like it's so far in the still bad category that it really wasn't buffed. But like there's plenty of stuff that like looks kind of mid that I'm still excited to try, just because like it's gone from like Don Honcho is a really good example. Don Honcho, this card cost 7 before, and it went from so unplayable that it's not even fun to like run it in something for the fun of it. It's gone from like completely bad that it's not even fun to meme with, to like you can actually play this on curve and do something silly with it. Like it, like, you know what I mean? It's gone from like you can't even consider having fun with this card to like you could play this if you want to have like a silly time and play something that's not too awful. So like I do like buffs like that. Like it doesn't, they don't have to like change the game or anything like that. I just feel like so much of the set was Shadow Pen Rider. Yeah. Anyways, let me go to the restroom. I'll be right back. I'm back. I hated that at the time they did buffs, so cards sucked and they would continue to suck. Yeah. Honcho passed from hot trash in the summer heat to a meal in Denny's. Well, there you go.
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet. You are not the boss of me.
Yeah, when people talk about like the task to balance wild being impossible, yeah, like it bothers me because like it's so not. Like it's a deliberate choice not to do it. Like it could be done. They just don't want to balance it the way that I would want them to balance it. Is all. Hopefully this hits egg. Not the end of the world if it hits Expire Merchant, I don't think. Alright. You did not, Scarlet Spotter. Martian's predictions on what will be Cthulhu's best home and twist.
You are not the boss of me.
Man, I wonder if it'll ever be Rogue. Shadow Step is in Legacy, isn't it? Like, everything that was in Basic and Classic was in Legacy. Oh. No, I guess that was fine, huh? Never mind. I rescind my aw. And with Wild, I think like I liked the policy. I like the policy of like not having it by standard expectations. Because I like even for standard, you know, like standard gets too much for me to like really enjoy it. Like I would like standard better if they nerfed it less, is what I'm saying. So I like that they don't try to nerf it for like just to keep things fresh like they do with standard. With Wild, all you really need to do, at least to make this person happy, is nerf things to take the edge off. Oh no, I've drawn too many cards, chat.
My hand is full.
Oh no, stop discarding Hand of Gold Hands. What are you doing? What are you doing to me over there?
I'm almost out of cards. You are not.
So like, you know, I don't think you need to like I personally would probably be happy with just Tony Druid and Frog Shaman, you know what I mean? Like and like I would expand that out like if I'm trying to empathize with some other players or you know, like try to make things a little bit more balanced for aggro decks. Like I feel like the even Shaman and Mech Paladin are so good that like other aggro decks don't really have a lot of breathing room. So if I wanted like other aggro decks to be decent, I might Uh, well, that was stupid of me, huh? Maybe I should have played it, now that I think about it. Because then this could have hit this, and that would have been nice.
You are not the boss of me.
So you can expand the balance out a little bit, but for me, mostly it's like if a deck wins entirely from hand or creates unanswerable board states in the first, few turns reliably, then it sucks the fun out of the game and should be changed. Why is Tiger Dummy used in Discard Warlock? Because you can play it for free, which shortens the amount of like you're much more likely to discard. I don't think we're gonna win this game. You're much more likely to discard something if there are less cards in your hand, and Dummy allows you to just like play a card out of your hand. Oh, unlock this. No! Oh. Unlucky. And it goes with Wicked Whispers. Replacement for Dark Bargain. Different deck. Dark Bargain is the only reason to play this deck. Yeah, Ice Block I would change too, yeah. Shadow Essence is mostly I feel I empathize for players who aren't me. If I'm going to talk about like what I want from my experience, doesn't make too much of a difference for me because people stop playing Big Priest in my ranks. This is probably like such a modest hand to keep. I should have been more aggressive maybe. And Pirate Rogue, I would never change Pirate Rogue. I wouldn't even change it when it was good, and I certainly wouldn't change it now that it's bad. How's that? Look at us just lucking out here. That is a big old tiny knight if I've ever seen one. Not gonna lie. My portrait looks like a Demon Hunter portrait. I could see that. Big Priest is fine now? No, I think the only reason that it's fine is because it's like boring for people who play enough to be at the ranks that I'm at. Just like automatically winning on turn 2 and 3 is not fine in my opinion. It's too reliable. It's like the 2 and 3 is a high roll, obviously, But like the deck doesn't, it's not like that inconsistent after that. You know, like getting to like 4 and 5, getting an epsilon, and then the game is just over. Like as your regular with a turn 2 and 3, like not that uncommon high roll. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, the deck's pretty bogus. This deck's bogus. I feel like my opponent might not be playing fast enough to get there. All right, now we lose. Unlucky. What are your thoughts on Scourge Supplies instead of Dire Troll? I don't feel like I need more draw, and I do feel like I need more ways to discard cards now that Cataclysm isn't here to discard my entire hand. It's not going to matter soon. Soon we will replace it with a very good location. Wasn't there another card, not Cho'gall? Wasn't there something else? What were the 3 Warlock cards? It was Cho'gall, the location, and what was card number 3? Why not play the Secret Hunter with Snipe buff against Tony Druid? Because, 8 pounded, died Darren. The reason that I don't play a deck that directly counters my opponent all the time is because I don't get to choose my deck based on what my opponent queues. So I choose my deck first, and then I queue, and then it gives me a random opponent. If I could, I guess I would always counter my opponent. Like, if I knew my opponent was going to be playing Tony Druid, would I play even Secret Hunter? Probably. I feel like that's one of the better choices I can make. But I don't get to know what they're playing first. I get to queue blindly on ladder with whatever I'm having, and I can't just switch to something else. You don't know why Blizzard hasn't killed this deck? The reason they haven't killed this deck is because they think wild enthusiasts are like, and this could be true. I think wild enthusiasts are in 2 camps. There's the camp that wants to play with all the cards ever at a standard pace. You know, like a standard format pace, but with the more cards of wild. And then there's the camp that wants a mode that's absolutely absurd, high roll, really fast games, high power level. So like, you can't please both. You can't have like a absurdly broken turn 3 combo format, and also I get to play with all my cards at and like we can have slow value games. You know, like you can't have both of those things. And in an effort to appease both camps until now, it's been like they nerf things when they get too like so far past the line that they have to nerf them, but otherwise they leave the format alone. And the new mission is to leave wild to the power level people and have twist be a format for people who want to play with all of their old cards at a standard pace. So the reason they haven't nerfed Tony Druid is because they're not looking to appease players that want to play in a format without Tony Druid with wild anymore. They made twist for those players. Now, you might not like that solution. You may not like that solution. You may have problems with that solution on like a fundamental level. That is simply the answer to why haven't they done this. They should roll back wild nerfs then. Yeah, I think they should roll back probably some of them. I don't think like Dark Lair and Flesh Giant should stay nerfed in a world where where Frog Shaman and Tony Druid are allowed to exist. So like Dark Lair is much cooler deck than those decks. Avian, I think, was a good revert. But it was a good revert anyway. It's just like, it's too slow at this point. Can you stop doing that, by the way? What else would I change? I don't know. Oh, I forgot that this was a card. I was like, if I play the Fist of Jaraxxus, it's going to describe my Soul Barrage, but whoops. Will they revert Renathal? If they're planning to revert Renathal, they have not told me. Oh, this. That's funny. I wonder how reliable this is. How did they discount this? Oh, with Prismatic Lens. Draw, oh, this is a high roll deck. Unlucky. If this was reliable, I would play it. Summon the lowest cost minion. Lowest cost? Is my opponent playing fast enough to do this? Probably. So the rope hasn't come down yet. They win if they just play a little faster. They probably win anyway. Guess they got time. I feel like this is the slowest APM I've ever seen in my entire life. Echo cards can't... Oh yeah, it's not Echo though. They're immobile, don't fully. That's more about the combo than... that's more about the combo than it is about the player. The fact that the combo can be done with that like abysmal APM is noteworthy, and I refuse not to note it.
My elements are
Like, it's not like my APM is good anyway. So
Just don't know yet.
my APM is pretty mid. Do I keep this? I actually have no idea how to mulligan with discard Warlock. Not gonna lie. Lee's been playing Questline Froggy Frog. Yours is better than most, probably. Well, very good.
You are not the boss of me.
Totem. That's like totally totems. Guess I'll draw first. Why care for mulligan when you throw the cards away anyway? Well, I mean, like, you know, I don't want a hand that's like 2 Hand of Gul'dan and a Soul Barrage, right? Ideally, I'd have like, you know, this card in the mulligan, Solarium in the mulligan, right? That much I know. Those are cards I want to play early. But then, like, I'd probably keep Boneweb Egg and Wicked Whispers together. All right, that's easy. But then what? maybe not quite fast enough. Do you think most players of the wild should be balanced group also want to the constant change Twist provides? Yeah, I think if I was gonna try to make Darren, thank you so much for the prime, my friend. I appreciate you. If I was gonna try to make the wild nostalgists happy, I would be looking to make like a Highlander mode or a 40 health, 40 cards mode or something like that. Not like a constant changing mode. But like I think the constant changing mode is a good idea and a fun idea. You know, like I don't want to like take that away so much as like if my goal is to please the player base that isn't pleased with wild being a high power broken mess. That's where I would look, not the not for something like Twist.
Wanna bite?
But Twist is a really cool thing, though. Like, I'm not gonna complain about Twist existing. I love Twist. I love the idea of Twist.
The elements unbound flow through me.
Not Lightning Bloom. Thank you. You hope there's no class restriction in Twist mode at some point? I feel like since they haven't done that in a tavern brawl yet, I wouldn't expect it from Twist. It feels like much more of a tavern brawl type thing. This is a slightly better shot, right? This is 50-50, and this is not 50-50. Like, it has to favor that one. So this way, I can tap first and maybe hit Solarium or Dark Bargain. Not Solarium, Soulfire. Yay! And then, you know, failing that, we get the fist. I like the idea of Twist. It just sucks that sometimes it needs cards that are not viable in Wild. And I don't want to craft it for using a month or less. I think that the crafting of cards for a month,
Already dead. You just don't know it
or
yet.
less being like if it gets nerfed. Crafting of cards for... Everyone say thank you, Renee. Renee brought me coffee. Everyone say thank you, Renee.
Hi, chat.
I think that is a concern that has been noted. How about that? Thoughts on making wild only cards cheaper to craft? I'm one of the many players that would disenchant through rotations and now I want to play wild, lol. Making them cheaper to craft. You know, you're the first person who's ever said cheaper to craft. And are you kidding me? Discard? What are you doing? What are you doing to me, cards? Are you doing something awful to me? I take offense to this. Oh my goodness. Actual cheating. Actual filthy, stinking cheating. Seen here exclusively on the Martian Boo channel. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, cheaper to craft. You're the first person that has said, like, make them cheaper to craft. Usually what I hear is wild packs cheaper to buy. And that doesn't make sense because Then if you want standard cards, like to get dust, all you have to do is just buy wild packs to get like cheap dust. But cheaper to craft wild cards. Interesting. I guess the reason I would expect them not to go for that is they don't want people to play wild. They want people to play standard. So they don't want to make like a mode that's cheaper to craft than standard, so that people standard isn't viewed as the expensive one. Cho'gall got buffed? No, it didn't. It's just not a discard Warlock card. It's a it's like a Reno Warlock card. Hi, Memnarch. All right. This saves it. We always win from here.
You haven't heard the last of me.
Not only the crafting issue, but the constant change itself makes it kind of hard to engage with the format on an emotional level for you. I like the change. Like, I've always kind of wanted the... I've always wanted a rotating format where the sets just change every month. Like, that just sounds like... Not me as a streamer, but me as a player. Once I had that, that's probably the only mode I would play. That's not true. I would still play the other modes, you know, like... I would vacation in them, but, like... it just makes it so much more fun to like deck build and come up with ideas and stuff like that with the constantly shifting rule sets. When I've tried to figure out how I would make that in Hearthstone, so that it appeals to more than just players like me,
You're already dead.
you know, it's a challenge because of like what you're saying. It's just like not everyone wants to be deck building like that all the time, and then like getting attached to your deck. You can't really do that, like you said. So it's a tough challenge. I think I imagine that Twist does not rotate every single month throughout its existence. I think that it's going to we're gonna move to like quarters or something like that. I think a month is too little for players who aren't me. Small in size, huge in potatoes. A month is so bad for the meta, it doesn't evolve. No, it can evolve. It just doesn't get stale. A month is fine for a meta.
Side effects? No.
Nerfing a mode that's supposed to be around for a month, a week or two in isn't good for evolving metas, you know. But like constantly like you're just stopping refinement if you're like you're stopping a meta from getting solved if you rotate the sets on a monthly basis. That's all. And having a mode where the meta is never solved, I think is a good thing. It might not be for everybody, but like a lot of people really like it when there isn't solved metas. Yeah, they're gonna come back to twist selects. You know, like what's this one called? Wonders. The last twist was solved before the mode came out, though. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Nobody played it. I couldn't experiment. Could not play twist. 10-minute queue times were too much. Could not play the games necessary. Today I'm playing Discard Warlock. I did almost play Odin Warrior again today. Just want to see my list. I've been playing with this off stream. It's really fun. Nutty. Nutty even warrior. Do you think Thaddeus is an easy disenchant now? No. Isn't it like good but different? I'm so like tickled and pleased that my my snap joke on Twitter took off. If you get full dust, there's no reason not to disenchant. That's true. Yeah. If you disenchant now, you can always just recraft it later. If just don't spend the dust. Yes, make Acid Maw with the dust now. Okay. There is like not nearly enough hype for Acid Maw and Dreadscale. I was playing with those cards. They seem broken to me. I feel like there's some kind of like really high powered combination of cards involving them. And it just seems like nobody but me has any interest in playing them together. The video did really well. I just feel like they
You just don't know it yet.
they weren't like I don't run into hunters playing them. And I didn't really see anyone talking about them. So like where are the Aston Ma believers? It was a really good card, I think. Don't hit expired merchant. Thank goodness. I would have much preferred one of these two, but anything but expired merchant. When can we expect your review video for the new cards? On Monday. I was going to make it today, but then I woke up too tired. And also, I kind of feel like this week I'm doing buff content because there were buffs. And next week is going to be about the new cards. So it makes more sense to have like a buff week, and then like have my review come out on Monday when people are more anticipating the new cards than they are excited about the buffs we got right now. That was my philosophy. But yeah, mostly I was sleepy. Anything but Wicked Whispers. Let's go! So broken. Look at that. And now it's time to lose. All that, and we still lost. Terribly. Why would you love a rotating format if you just like the change for change's sake aspect that Standard often has? Oh, look, we won. I just like nerfs for change's sake. You know, like when you rotate a format, there's an entire new world to discover. You know, like there's a lot of like new interesting things to kind of pick through, and decks to build from scratch and exciting things to find. When you nerf a couple things, like the things that just so happen to be the best decks in the format, the tier 2 moves up a little bit, and like maybe the tier 2 moving up means that there's like another fringe counter strategy that you could figure out that you couldn't before. But it's not like you have like a giant open realm of experimentation to suddenly, experiment with. It just kind of like shifts what's playable. Like it's the deck building aspect that likes the rotating format. You can like come up with new strategies from scratch. It's like getting a new expansion or getting a new end of year rotation, which are the most exciting times in card games, is when the format changes, and like when stuff rotates out of standard, and when a new set comes up, because suddenly it's like a dramatic, huge shift, and nobody knows, like what's gonna be the good stuff. Like there's like a bunch of stuff to find. Whereas nerfs is just kind of like you mostly have an idea about how it's gonna go down. And sometimes stuff doesn't change at all. It's still kind of like, well, okay, the top deck isn't playable anymore. These other things are now slightly more playable, but like it's not like the meta's different. So when there's nerfs, what I need out of a nerf is this thing is causing more bad feelings than it's causing positive feelings. And so we're removing it so that the stuff that's fun is more playable, or so that like there's more variety in decks, or in opponents rather, because you don't want to play against the exact same opponent every time. And when something's good enough, like it's boring to face the exact same person over and over and over again. So anyways, it's different. Will Cold Light Oracle be playable in Twist? I think everything from Basic and Classic is in Legacy, but I don't know for sure. Zack Attack coming in with the Prime. Thank you so much, my friend. How are you? Maybe you don't know what the best stuff will be. I guess chat's just built different. Oh, okay, that's true. Memnock knows? Memnock knows.
I see you brought guests.
Do you guys believe in the 1 in 3? If this happens, I'll be sad. But then maybe... No, that's 2 turns from now. Never mind. I'm going for it. It's happening. It's always happened. It's always Gul'dan. That's fine. Finally able to catch a stream, so I use the sub. Well, I appreciate you. I'm sorry that the first thing you see me do on stream is Soulfire discarding stupid stuff. My hand is just kind of bad. Oh, where were you? Could Fellstring Heart be good in Renalock now? Oh, I forgot they buffed it. What does it have in it? Hand of Gul'dans? I actually don't mind that. I don't want the Hand of Gul'dans back. This hand is so bad. Poop. Well, I wasted both of my expired merchants on Hand of Gul'dan, so we're off to a terrible start. At 1 mana, how good is Fellstring Heart? You're running Raise Dead, Backfire, and Hellfire, and Life Tap. Yeah, it might be good. Yo, Carbon Nation coming in with the 2 months. Carbon Nation, thank you so much. I appreciate you. How are you?
You are not the boss of me.
Poo poo.
This is my suggestion.
Holy Nova. Well, this, by the way, is why the dire reckless chumbo, what is it, reckless dire troll ended up in the deck, because like without Cataclysm you just need more stuff to discard.
You haven't heard the last of me.
Hey, what up, sweetie? How you doing? Cho'gall control when the new cards come out. The location's nuts. I forgot to go back to this. So, you guys were talking about not being able to craft something until the new set comes out. So let's pick something. Shadow Pan. All right, Shadow Pan. Let's go ahead and disenchant this. Now I don't have it, and I go to try and craft it, and I can't because it's not released yet. But what if? What's the original set? Was it Gadget-san? What set did that come out in? Grand Tournament? Thank you. Let's go to Grand Tournament. Boom! There it is, and we can make it. We can make it. We can make it! What if I don't, though? What if I just, like, let myself pull that from the packs? Like, you just have to, like... It's going to default to the newer one because it's the newer one. But if you pick the set specifically, you can still craft the buffed version if you don't have it. Unless it has its original set icon, it's unplayable though. I'm not. Shadow Pan Rider is unplayable regardless. Doing good. Your Renal list is awesome. I, however, got annoyed by how often I didn't use the 4-mana Murloc. Oh. I'm glad you like the deck. If you don't own a card from a set, do you need to craft a card from... No, you just, as soon as you go to the crafting menu, you can see.
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet.
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet. I know it. How could that be unplayable? It might be playable in Twist. Who knows? Maybe 5 mana 7/7 is Twist playable. Well, I've done that. I don't know that I should have done that. Why didn't I coin this out? So bad at Hearthstone. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with me? Chat, answer me that. What's wrong with me? Please, one time. One time, chat. Literally never Wicked Whispers. Hey. Oh my goodness, that went perfectly. That went perfectly, chat. No notes for you. Marshy and Shambles, it's true. Working Greaser into Shadowpan, Nutty Curve, true. Somebody's eating stuff. Goodbye, Target Dummy. Marshy pro player, it's true. You can tell I'm pro because I make only good plays. I make, ooh. You know what they've never come out with is a card that costs less if you've discarded a card this turn. Right? They haven't done that before, have they? Alright, we need to kill him this turn. So far, so good. I believe in this turn lethal. They never destroy us. Do you feel like someone's watching you? I feel like 248 people might be watching me. Just a thought. We're gonna have Emblem Matters conversations. It's never gonna matter to me, right? Because you can't see it while they're on the board unless you mouse over. And like, even if you do, it's like, It's not like the rest of your stuff is matching anyway. And you had to think about it to see it. I think your deck tracker is broken. I'm not seeing Jack clicking in your list. You guys just gotta wait. You guys gotta wait until this new set comes out and I play the new location and everything gets way funnier. I think I lose. Not gonna lie. I think the deck tracker is broken because we aren't seeing Gruel. True. Bro needs a Cataclysm right now. Bro does need a Cataclysm right now. I feel like this deck is going to be so good once it gets that location. It's going to actually be just like nutty. Hey Martian, I know you don't usually do variety streams, but if you do, consider the formal request to consider playing the Pokemon TCG for the Game Boy Color on stream. I hope Hearthstone is kind today. I would love to do that, actually. Pokemon TCG is on the Switch, right? I just need to, like, figure out what's wrong with my, my capture thing. I think I need to just replace both sides of the cables. And then try it again. But yeah, I'd like to play that. That'd be fun. Otters coming in with the 26 months. How are you, Otters? Are you having an otterly good day? Are there other otter puns? I can't think of any. I think it might have the second game too. No shot, the game never got an English translation. Oh my goodness. I never played the sequel. Think Otter about it?
You're already dead. You just don't know it yet.
Utterly weird question. Well, we've already used Utter. Utter. Cows. But yeah, I might be down to play some Pokemon TCG Game Boy Color on stream sometime. If we top deck Hand of Gul'dan, I uninstall Hearthstone. From the scrap heap. They never get rush. It's literally never rush. Also, now I'd be okay with Hand of Gul'dan. Maybe. No. Portals online. Not rush. Not rush. Nope, it's not rush. I don't believe you. It is actually not rush. Please. Please. You stop it. It's a cute emote. Did we lose? If it's rush, we lost for sure, right? Poisonous. Alright. Please just one ping on the 5/5.
No, don't. It's still
Ooh! Wow, that was perfect. Almost perfect, anyway. Daw is the cutest to emote. True. You can find essentially perfect fan translations ROMs for the sequel if you're fine emulating. There's no official way to play it in English. It includes the Team Rocket cards, but unfortunately has points where your collection has to be a certain size to continue, so you end up having to grind. Oh, unlucky. Ah! The opponent forgot draw 5. Ow. What a song. some of these songs. All right, well, let's see. It's been 2.5 hours. I have 9 marks. That's pretty good. I can make a video with that. All right, so I'm gonna disappear. I'm actually having fun, but like I don't want to like be working on a video until like 7 in the evening. So I'm gonna raid somebody. Raid somebody. Nobody's on. Oh, let's do Control Find Wild. I haven't done that in a while. That's fine. Control Find Wild. Nobody. So let's stare at the thumbnails until we see maybe if there's somebody playing wild. It's so hard to tell from thumbnails. Like, it's just not something you can do at a glance. Someone's streaming League of Legends in the category. Oh, I don't even have it on English. Don't see. Not looking at chat, so if they're suggesting something, I don't know. Surely there's an amazing wild streamer here somewhere. All right, well, here's a human. You guys have been great. I will see you next time.